Hey everybody, John here from Knack. Today I'm going to be giving you an absolute pro tip on how to use the record updated trigger in the Knack connector of Flows. Now, one of the most common things you'll want to do is see when specific fields change to a specific status. And one of the ways that you can do that and make sure that if you're using the record updated trigger, you might want to only trigger it when that status field is actually transitioned to blocked. For example, I'm in a project management app right here. I'm going to be working on my tasks table, and I want to say, hey, anytime a task is moved into the blocked status, then I want to send a message in one of my Slack channels and basically say, hey, you got to make sure you go check this out, go check out the details here. This task was updated to blocked, and here's how you can check out the details with that link. So this is a pretty common scenario that many of you could apply. Now, here's what most people will do and where it's going to be wrong. You can come in here and set this up, right? Record updated to a public channel in your conditions, and you'll say status equals blocked. Now, that is great. The downside, though, is this is going to trigger anytime there's an update on when this record has any fields updated, as long as that status remains blocked. So, for example, this ticket could be in blocked, and you might change the due date from, October 4th to October 20th. And that is going to cause this flow to trigger again. So how do you only trigger it when it's moved to blocked? Let me show you. You can add a new condition called updated fields. Now, what this does is it looks at the fields that are actually updated when that record update occurs. So if that status field is not updated, it's not going to fire. And what we'll do here is we'll say, hey, I want to look and make sure that the status field is one of the ones that is contained in this area. So there might be 7 other fields with the status field that gets updated, but when we add this condition and make sure it's an and, we're saying, hey, the status field is the one that has to be updated, and that value has to be blocked. So let's see this in action. So I'm going to hit save. I have a Slack channel here ready to go. In my heads up Slack channel, we'll show you. And I'm going to hit start right there. I'm going to go to check results. And in my other tab right here, I'm going to go to my tasks table. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one right here, deploy application. I'm going to change that to blocked. I'll hit save changes at the bottom. And now when I come over here, we see the flow is started. I could see an update here. And if I open this up, yep, record updated, message sent to a public channel. I'll show you guys exactly what that says here. Boom, 403, deploy application was updated to status blocked. Now that shows you the successful state. Now let's just double check and make sure that it's not going to update and send me another ticket when I make changes to another field. So I could come in here and say, all right, I want to change the due date now, not 11/20, not November 5th. I want it to be December 13th, and I'll have it be this year, 2025. Let's see if I hit save changes. Now, ideally, this actually does not cause the flow to commence. And what we can see in here, if I go to update data, cool, we can see the flow started, record updated, but boom, it did not pass the filters, which is exactly what we want. We do not want a Slack message to come in this scenario. So hopefully this helps you understand how to look for fields that are updated. I'll go ahead and show you guys one more time exactly where that is. I'm going to pause it, go to my conditions, and you'll see this new area on record updated triggers. You can see record updated fields. It's oftentimes going to be contains. And then you can come in here and select however many fields you want to look for. Maybe it needs to be status and assigned to need to change. So hopefully this helps. Happy flow building, and thank you all for continuing to build on Knack.